to Homeschool and Life. It's Lauren and Amanda here with you today, and we are going to participate again in the Homeschool Show and Tell, the March link up, and this one is all about food, or I think it's called the Lunch Lady.
Oh, goodness,
yeah.
yes.
So how we as homeschool moms handle the food situation in our homes. And this is put on by Abby at Rooted in Rest and Jessica at the Wall Dog Way. So we're thankful they do this every month and give some of us new YouTubers a chance to maybe get our videos out there and everybody can see them.
Very grateful.
Yeah.
Gosh, speaking about food, I was talking to my friend the other day and we were just kind of whining about how we get so tired of food planning. And so I thought I should add up how many days and meals I've had to plan a food since becoming a mom.
Yeah.
So I like these things so you can get good ideas and menu plans. Almost every week before my menu plan, I text my friends, what are y'all eating this week?
Yes.
To help give me a good idea because I get tired of it.
You get burned out of the planning or thinking it up. I ask my family all the time, like, what do you want? And they're like, we don't know. I'm like, you're not helpful.
Yeah, just tell me what you want.
Yes.
But then they say silly stuff like ridiculously unhealthy stuff. So I'm like, never mind.
It's all pizza and burgers in my house.
So I guess we're going to talk about Lunch Lady, let's talk about the lunches. Do you want to talk about the lunches first?
Sure. Yeah, how we handle that.
So, or breakfasts. Breakfast comes first.
Yeah.
Let's talk about breakfast as a homeschool family. We have done a lot of different things for breakfast. When my kids were little, I was a better mom and I would get up and I would cook them all breakfast and it was so sweet. And we had the, waffles one day, pancakes one day, all those things. But as they've gotten older, things have changed. And so in the past year, I have made my kids get up and cook their own breakfast. I know that sounds kind of harsh, but they're old enough. They're capable. They are able, trying to prep them for the next stage of life. And so the rule in our house was everybody had to have breakfast cooked, cleaned up, and chores done by 8 o'clock. I know that kind of slashes the homeschool freedom stuff, but with our, new situation and new schedule with kids being here and there and trying to do public school sports and home, we just have to be a little more rigid in our schedule. And so that was the rule. But it wasn't working very well. Everybody was kind of grouchy. I mean, everybody did it because they're supposed to. But one day I asked my kids, I said, what can I do to make homeschool better? You know, all those meetings you have before summer, after summer, before break, after Christmas break. And so they asked me if I would cook breakfast. And I was like, sure. So we made a deal that I would cook breakfast one day a week. And that sounds kind of bad, but the reason I can't is because I get up and I run in the morning. And so I'm rolling out of the shower, getting dressed, and we're starting our day. And so I couldn't cook breakfast anymore now that they've gotten older. So that is one thing I do is I cook breakfast for them one day a week. And other than that, they're on their own.
Yeah.
So how do you guys do breakfast?
We're kind of a similar situation as well. We also got to that point where it was just busy mornings. I don't always do my runs or workouts in the morning, but I do some. I kind of rotate between afternoon and mornings, so that I was taking my son to an early morning practice as well for us. So he had football practice early, so I was gone, so they were getting up and needing to get going with their day. So we're still on that schedule as well. We just have a variety of breakfasts. We don't plan them by day or anything. We just have eggs and toast, or we have available most days. They're there. We have chicken, so we always have eggs most of the time.
Same.
And we, we'll have oatmeal available. We will have stuff to make smoothies. Those are pretty popular breakfasts in our house. So they are welcome to make whatever they want. A lot of times the older ones will help the younger ones. But I usually do make breakfast about once a week. Yeah, and then on the weekends too as well. A lot of Saturdays I'll make a big breakfast and things like that. So they're getting it more than once a week most of the time. But sometimes I will get up, or the night before I'll make muffins and they're just laid out or something like that. But it is more of a fend for yourself. Get your breakfast done, get ready to start school.
Absolutely. Same thing here. And it works good.
Yeah. And we have older ones now. So that's why it works well. When we had all little ones, we made their breakfast.
And I also didn't run in the morning. Well, I did run in the morning, but I had to run very, very early. Yeah. But now that they can be home for a little bit alone, I can sleep till at least, 5.
Yeah. Not that 4 a.m. wake up call.
So that's how we do breakfast.
Okay. So moving on to lunch now?
Yeah,
Okay,
you
cool.
go for it.
All right, so this is more this year. Lunch has kind of always been, usually I would do it because I would stop, kind of throw together lunch while they were finishing up school. But this year we implemented a lunch helper. So someone is the lunch helper and lunch cleanup. That's their chore, which we'll talk about chores, I'm sure, how these things work in each of our houses. But I have a lunch helper. So depending on who it is, if it's my older one, she usually makes the lunch, unless it's a particular day and she has like a long lesson or something, I'll take care of it for her. But it's kind of the same as breakfast. We have random meals that we just choose from, wraps, sandwiches. We usually do like a macaroni and cheese day or something like that. A lot of times it's leftovers too. We just pull out leftovers, and that person kind of coordinates the lunch. Sometimes they'll come in and help and make their own lunch, but they're kind of in charge of overseeing it. Sometimes it is me, but most of the time it's the kid that is taking care of it. And that's how we do lunch. This year we like to get our lunch done pretty quickly because we have been going back to school right about 1 o'clock because my son has to be at a practice at 2:15 or something like that. So that's how we're doing lunches right now.
I would say ours is pretty similar. I have a kid, my kids get home at 11:45 from one sport practice, and then I have to leave at like 12:25 to take another one. So like our window of getting to eat lunch together is kind of, it's gone. Things change when they get older.
Yeah.
So my oldest, she fixes her own lunch at about noon, and then I take her, and it's the same thing. We always have sandwich stuff or leftovers or snacky lunches, which is what my kids like: cheese, crackers, pepperoni, just
That's
something.
a big hit for us too.
Something real quick. And then everybody else, they basically usually get from 12 to 1 to make their lunch, eat their lunch, clean their lunch up, and whatever time they have left over after that, they get to play until 1 o'clock. But sometimes they take forever on their lunches, and so they've learned on these good weather days that they will just get in there and not make lunch a what do you call it, like a spectacular event. If they will just make a quick sandwich, they can have time to play.
Exactly, yeah.
But if I cook lunch, one of our favorite lunches, I would say, is bean and cheese quesadillas. When I cook lunch for everybody, that's typically what I make because it's fast, quick, easy, and I can just make a whole bunch and then everybody can grab and go. So we're, again, pretty simple on our lunches, but we don't have a bunch of littles anymore. I mean, everybody's big enough to cook their own stuff, so it's made things more simplistic.
Yeah. When they were little, I was more scheduled, and we had this day, because I was the one cooking it
and cleaning it.
And yes, so I needed more of a schedule. So, if you're at home with littles, it might look a little bit different. Our season looked different then too, but this is just where we're at now. So, and snacks.
Okay, snacks.
Yeah.
I have 3 boys in my house. She has 4 boys in her house.
Yeah.
Snacks are like, oh my goodness, a big deal. I remember last week we had a big breakfast. We had waffles and a meat and eggs, and I look up, it's 8:45 a.m. and somebody is getting a snack, and I got so mad. I was like, we do not have snack time at 8:45. They know this. The rule hasn't changed, but the point is they eat a lot. So how we do our snacks, which has actually worked really well. We started this year in August. So if you don't do this, it's been a game changer in our family. Every week when I do my grocery pickup, each kid gets to pick whatever school snack they want, within reason. It has to be healthy. Like, somebody does like the Laughing Cow cheese, somebody does trail mix, granola bars, Wells. No, all that stuff isn't super healthy. They can't have candy.
Yeah.
And everybody gets to pick their own snack, and I put it on the grocery pickup, and every day after book basket, you are allowed, without asking, to go get your personal snack. And they eat on their snack until it runs out. And so every time I do a grocery pickup, I'm like, all right, who's out of their school snack? And they enjoy getting to pick out what they want. They look forward to getting to choose their own snack. And nobody else can eat it. That's kind of been I guess that's why we started that, because we would have snacks and somebody would go to get one and it's gone, because some people eat more than others in our house. So you had their personal snack, and it brought joy to them and gave them something to look forward to. And I was so surprised at what a small change, and it didn't even really affect my grocery budget or bill because we were buying snacks anyways, made everybody so excited. So That's our snack after book basket.
Well, my kids have heard all about the snack plan, so this may be implemented in our home soon too as well. I think it's a good idea. At least the individual where the joy of them getting to pick their own, and then nobody's eating all of the favorite thing or something.
Yes.
But we, kind of the same situation. Snacks were just, they were annoying because everybody was either getting them more often than they should, or they were just asking for them all the time. That was a big deal. Like the constant, like, can I have a snack? Can I have a snack? And I'm like, don't ask me anymore. So we set up a time. You can have a snack at 10 a.m. and 3 p.m.
Yep.
And that adjusts because one of my sons is gone for practice during that time. So for him, it might be later, it might be earlier. But we do that. Usually our morning snack, most of the time, I don't like, if we're out of fruit, this isn't, like you just can't have a snack. But we try to keep the morning snack to fruit. We do like a banana, an apple, an orange, something like that. Because I used to do fruit with lunch, and now I don't anymore because of that. That's like our fruit for the day. And then the afternoon snack is a snack box of some sort, or we do popcorn, granola bars, something like that. Or they can have fruit again if they want to. So that's how we handle snacks right now.
Yeah, we do apples and peanut butter a lot.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know how your husband is about the snacks, but I'm kind of always complaining about how much my boys eat. I'm a girl, they're boys. I don't know what it's like, and my husband's always taking up for them.
Yeah.
He's always like, they're growing boys, let them eat, and I'm like, they eat everything.
Yeah, and it is crazy how it like changes and stuff different year. You see as they're growing and doing things, like one year it's like one hardly eats at all, and the next year you're like, are you ever going to stop eating?
So snacks have to be managed in your home. So
yeah,
there you go.
So I guess that's most of the things that go along with our school day. I'm sure we could talk about dinners and things in another video, how we meal plan or do things like that. But anyway, thank you guys for joining us here today for this video, and we hope you were encouraged. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. We'd love to have you here in this community, and we hope to see you here again soon. Bye, guys.